Okay, so now it is Saturday and my surgery is on Tuesday morning. So there's are 3 days, Sunday, 3 days until my surgery. And I'm right now feeling really good about it. But I definitely this morning went through a hard time. I probably should have filmed that. I left my workout class and I go every single morning, and it kind of sets the pace for the entire rest of my day. And I started to panic thinking about what my days will be like without that and how I'm going to be able to get up and motivate, especially since I don't have a job right now and I'm out of school, and so I'm kind of in this in-between phase. And so that definitely, I had a hard time with that. I kind of just let myself go through that. But now I'm fully optimistic, I'm excited, and I'm starting to try to think of what to get to help me afterwards, like a pillow to prop me up, like one of the husband pillows or something like that. So, good day. Okay, I keep happening to be in the car for all these videos. I think I said that the last one too, but I am in line right now at CVS to pick up my medicine. My surgery's tomorrow, and I'm definitely starting to think more logistically, but I am starting to get nervous. I guess I have been nervous, but I'm feeling nervous right now. Am I making the right decision? I kind of feel like I'm inflicting the pain on myself since this is an elective surgery and I've never gotten an elective surgery done before. But again, the one thing that helps me is every single time I start to question it, I look at the pictures that Dr. Mendelsohn went over with me, and I instantly am like, I know this is the right decision, and I know that a week with the cast is totally worth it for a lifetime of confidence and happiness as a result. And so I'm getting ready, and I'm up next, so I have to go to pick up my medicine, and it's almost time to go get the surgery, so we'll see. It is the night before surgery, and that's my dog. He's clearly nervous. I'm nervous too. It's not even anything, like, I'm not thinking about one part that I'm nervous about necessarily. Like this morning I was nervous about the surgery. Yesterday I was nervous about the recovery. Right now I'm just like overall nervous, not necessarily about one thing, just like subconsciously almost nervous. It's currently 5 a.m. I have been up almost all night. It's weird because, as I said earlier, I don't know which part I'm nervous for. It's just like my body knows, and I'm having like physical reactions to it. And so that's a new one. But I'm going to try to go back to bed because I'm getting up at 6:15 to get up and shower and go in for my surgery. So hopefully I'm just so tired I don't remember what's going on. Alright, I just got out of my surgery. I'm covering the blood for you all. My dad brought me. We're driving back.
Might as well show the blood. I mean,
He says I should show the blood. I don't know if you want to see, but that is part of it. So I feel fine right now, but we'll see how I feel later. Okay, in all honesty, right now, I'm a little overwhelmed. This is a lot more than I expected. It's bleeding really quickly, and that's overwhelming me a lot. But I'm mean, obviously I have the cast on, but, I don't know, it's also weird because they put gel in your eyes and it blurs your vision a lot. But I'm propped up on my prop-up pillow, and I'm excited to get past these first few days. But yes, first morning after my surgery, and I'm about to go in for my checkup. My bleeding has gotten a lot better so far. Knock on wood, it stays this way. This is my gauze from last night. Earlier in the day yesterday, I was bleeding a lot, but then it slowed down throughout the day. My only complaints right now is, sorry, it's kind of hard. My throat's a little scratchy from, I think they said the thing that they put in my mouth during the anesthesia. But, so that's scratchy, and then obviously I can't breathe out of my nose, so it's hard to swallow sometimes, and it's a little itchy under there. But other than that, I can't really complain. I'm excited to see what the day will be like once they take the mustache dressing off and clean it up. I'm hoping that that will make the day a bit more manageable and normal. So I'll keep you all updated. I just finished my checkup with Dr. Mendelsohn after the first day, and I switched to this smaller gauze and he retaped some. And today I might get to try to go on a walk, and I'm going to stay icing a lot, and hopefully it won't be as uncomfortable with the smaller gauze. Okay, right now I would definitely say I'm in the most pain that I've been in. I have not taken Tylenol since last night, so I'm going to take some right now. I also think it's just because I had my checkup and it got cleaned and retaped. But I definitely am pretty, like, I don't know how to describe it, almost stir crazy. I kind of feel trapped in my face, if that makes any sense at all. I just, like, I want to just blow my nose, but I can't. And, I just want to be able to breathe out of my nose, but I can't. I don't know. But I think I'm going to just take my Tylenol, see how that helps, ice, and maybe go on a walk in a little. It is now Thursday morning. My surgery was Tuesday morning. And I definitely, so far, knock on wood, it stays. I think that the nasal decongestant spray that I sprayed yesterday helped a little bit with being able to breathe out of my nose. I woke up today definitely exhausted, feeling a little bit defeated, I would say. I think I already used that a different day. I just don't really know how to necessarily describe it, and I just couldn't even keep my eyes open. I kept just falling back asleep, which also I know is great. So I'm glad that I got to sleep too. But I got a second wind this morning, and I got up and just kind of started to get ready for the day. I came down, felt comfortable enough to just kind of be down, out and about. The past 2 days I've just been wanting to stay in my bed. So I think that it seems like today's going to be a good day, and I hope comfort and pain-wise it continues to be the same. I would smile if I could. Also, just to go over quickly, one thing that's helped me a lot is I have this prop-up pillow, and it has an attachable headrest, and then there's also a footrest. So I don't know if you can try to turn this around so you can kind of see. That's helped me with my sleeping a lot, so I'm not like sliding down the pillows. And I just got that off of Amazon, and that I think has made me a lot more comfortable because I'm not necessarily fidgeting, and I think that's also helped me sleep. It's also fine. It's a good position for my head to be in when I'm icing, for the ice to stay and not slide down my face. So all in all, the setup has been great, and I definitely recommend that. I think that it will help a lot throughout the healing process. I'm now sitting outside. Sorry, I laugh at myself videotaping these. But I'm sitting outside and it's helping a ton. So I would definitely recommend to anyone going through similar recovery to get outside. I'm not yet to the point where I want to be walking, just because there is, like, I don't know, the drainage. I just don't really want to be necessarily around people, but even just sitting in the backyard is really nice. I'm lucky with the weather right now, but I don't know, or at least just I opened up the blinds more than I did yesterday in my room, and that helped too, getting the sunshine in. So I slowly taking steps in the right direction. I've done a lot of videos today, but it is still Thursday. It is 9 p.m. ish, and I've definitely hit a wall. I felt great for a lot of the day, and now I've hit a part where, if you can't tell right now, I'm trying not to cry, because if I cry, then my nose will activate, I'm sure, and so I don't want that. But I can't even necessarily describe what's wrong. I just feel like very down and alone, and I'm trying to be positive about it. But I think that I'm just gonna try to go up to bed soon. Another thing also, before I forget, I've had a really hard time eating. I've had no appetite. It started the day before my surgery. I'm not sure if I already told you this. So I thought it was nerves, but then it's been ever since too. So now maybe it's still anxiety and nerves, but like I can barely eat anything. I just, like, nothing sounds good, and nothing really is, like, tasting good, and I do think it's all just part of the mental and emotional roller coaster aspect of all of it. Okay, it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, and today I'm feeling really good. I woke up today really being able to breathe out of my nose. I can't necessarily, like, breathe in through my nose, but out through my nose. And there wasn't as much stuff coming out this morning, any drainage, but I used a saline spray for the first time, and since that kind of helps the dried stuff drip out, I'm keeping this in. Again, I'm sorry, this all sounds so gross to be telling other people, but I guess if you're watching this, you're considering doing the same thing. So today, I'm definitely much more optimistic. I'm happier. I'm positive. Oh, I'm hanging out with my dogs. It's another sunny day, so I think I'm going to try to spend some time outside, because that definitely made all the difference. And I'm just fingers crossed that today goes quickly, getting close to the day of the cast off, and then I know the journey continues, but I'm excited to at least be rid of the additional face features. Good morning. It is Saturday, and I woke up definitely feeling so much better today. I actually forgot about everything, and so I went to scratch, and then that hurt it. But I thought it was such a good sign that I completely forgot about it, and I just keep this here. I'm not really there's no more drainage really, but it just reminds me not to scratch my nose because it is a little bit itchy. So it's annoying, but I'm keeping it there to help me. And also, pain level wise, again, the pain has not been horrible. It's just more uncomfortable. But I only took 1 Tylenol yesterday and 1 Tylenol the day before, and I don't even know if I'm going to need to take it today. I'm still icing. I know it doesn't make as much of an impact on later days than it does the original days, but I'm still icing, and I'm still using the gloves to do it. And my skin is getting really bad, which is starting to stress me out a little bit. But I know just kind of the price I pay. It's harder to wash my face completely how I usually do. And just my hair is greasy because I'm avoiding the shower because I don't want to get my nose wet. So I definitely am feeling gross, but pain-wise, discomfort-wise, it's definitely getting a lot better. So all good. 2 more days until I get my cast off. I'm so excited. I think that this was totally a turning point day. I woke up in high spirits, and I've just been super energized all day. Again, I don't really need this here anymore. I just keep it there so that I don't rub my nose or anything by accident. I am still icing it. It just feels good, and I think that it might help a little bit. I don't know if it really will still at this point, but I have my ice pack here, and I'm trying to think of what else. In my mind, I try to make it seem a little bit shorter. So right now, I've been telling myself I have 1 more day, because even when I woke up this morning, I was like, okay, 1 more day, because today doesn't count because I'm already in it. So I think thinking that way is helping me get through it, because I'm kind of trying to trick my mind, I guess. But anyways, tomorrow I'm hoping I'll also be in high spirits because the next morning I'll be getting it off. Again, I just feel really gross, and I think that's the hardest thing. But I definitely, like, I've been getting out and about each day. I mean, I haven't really wanted people to see me, but I've gone around and gotten takeout or whatever, or sat outside, and so now I'm kind of appreciating the time to lounge, and I'm going to soak it in these next 2 days. Second to last night, falling asleep like this. So I had a great day, super positive. Again, like I said earlier, I definitely think that now is the point where I'm just so excited because it's starting to hit me like, oh my gosh, that nose I wanted, it's under there. As I explained in the beginning, it took me a while because it was kind of an out-of-body experience. Like, I don't have my old nose, but my new nose seems so far away to be able to see, and it's like, I don't know how long the swelling is gonna last afterwards, but now I'm like, I get to see it in a couple days, and all the rest I'm forgetting about, and I'm really excited. And I definitely feel a change. It feels much more a part of my face than it used to. I'm not sure if I can really describe that very well, but I can definitely speak more easily. And also, again, I just have this here so that I don't rub it on accident. I took it off for a lot of the day. But I'm about to go to bed, and I truly can't wait. I've been so excited today. I had full energy, wanted to go and do everything. I took my last pill. I finished my other one yesterday, and so I'm moving along, and I'm really excited. Okay, I'm almost asleep, but I'm watching a movie, and there are parts where people are getting engaged or it's their wedding, and I think it's so funny because those are always moments that, to me, when I think about them, within the thought of all of it, I know it sounds crazy, but is standing at the top of the aisle at my wedding, standing in the side profile in the pictures, and it's always been a fear of mine, and getting able to actually just be excited about it now is the coolest feeling. In fewer than 24 hours, I'm getting my cast off. I could not be more excited. I don't know what else to say other than I'm fully energized, full high spirits today. So excited to get it off. I know it's gonna swell, but that's totally fine with me. I'm just excited to just take another step forward in the right direction and kind of make it feel a little bit more official with actually being able to see it. So I guess you all will get to see it soon too. Okay, I have it off, and I cannot believe this is real. This is actually my nose. It feels insane. I still have, obviously, the little scar mark from my stitches. Also, it's still numb. Like, the tip is numb here, so my lips go a little, like, I can't quite smile all the way. But I couldn't be happier. I don't know how else to describe it. There are no words. Okay, I just woke up, and I need to stop doing all of these in my bed, but it just feels unreal every time I wake up and remember, or I'm awake already and I remember. I mean, I guess I showed you yesterday and it looks the same, but I don't know. I thought I was gonna have a harder time, like, identifying with it, if that makes sense, like, feeling like it's mine. And it is crazy to me that it is mine, but it's not, like, I look at myself and I don't recognize myself. And I think that's in large part due to Dr. Mendelsohn's great work and his team and how natural they were able to make it. And through the process of the imaging and deciding that I didn't want, like, huge transformation, like I had a big bump and I didn't want to go to a big slope, but just kind of a straight line, and Dr. Mendelsohn and his team did it so perfectly. And I think that makes me still feel like I'm myself, if that makes sense. My mom actually said to me, yesterday multiple times that she's like, when I look at you, I wouldn't be like, huh, something's different. What's different? She's like, it just works and it just fits. And my mom was the one that was the most hesitant about this. And so her saying that is like the greatest approval of all. And so definitely I'm really glad that we didn't go crazy, and I'm so impressed and so appreciative to Dr. Mendelsohn and his team. And I'm excited for the swelling, especially around my tip to go down, but other than that, I definitely feel like myself still, and I've just been able to enjoy it and be positive. And I know I'm kind of repeating myself here, but I just woke up and I'm just thinking about how happy I am with the results. And I don't know, I'll fill you in later, but so far I haven't had any hard feelings about identifying as myself or anything like that. So I'm really happy about that part. This is day 2? This is the second full day without having the splint on, and I'm just as happy as can be. I, in some ways, can't believe that this is my nose, and I'm so excited, but I also, it's not like I look at myself and I don't feel like myself. I do feel like myself, but I just feel so lucky, and it feels so weird. I actually had a nightmare last night that the bump grew back. So I don't know. I feel like my descriptions have been really bad about how I feel since I've gotten it off, but it's just because I don't know how to describe it other than so happy and so appreciative and in awe. And I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Maybe in the next few days I'll be able to get better words for it, but at this point it seems to be going well. I still do have the stitches are still inside. This is out, but inside up. They haven't dissolved yet, so it's gross, but there's some, like, stuff does get kind of stuck there. So I have been using still the saline a lot, and it does kind of feel like tight in there sometimes, and I sneezed today, and I was like, oh, I have to sneeze out of my mouth. I have to remember to sneeze out of my mouth. And I kind of felt like once I got the cast off, I was like, oh, I can do whatever I want. And I have to remember, no, like, I can't bend down, I can't do this. So it is still a process, but mentally I feel like being able to see the reward at the end, or the light at the end of the tunnel, it makes it all worth it, and I will gladly keep doing any of the things that I need to do. Today, still loving my nose, but you can kind of see how dry it is around my little scar, but also inside of my nose where the stitches are. I've had kind of a tough day comfort-wise. I've had a lot of, my nose has just been so runny, and I can't really, like, blow it that hard, so I can blow it a little bit and kind of, like, dab, or I kind of try to use a tissue to kind of dab inside a little bit, but now inside my nose is super, super raw, so it's just a little bit of a pain, uncomfortable, running back and forth to get tissues kind of, thing, and I don't know if this is part of the process, if I'm getting a cold and so it's making me nervous, but I think it's probably just part of the process. So just in case I'm drinking a vitamin C drink, but hopefully it'll be all good tomorrow, and other than that, mentally I'm feeling great. Today has been a great day looks wise for my nose. The swelling is definitely gone down a lot in this upper portion, I guess here, down like halfway. It still is obviously very swollen, but I don't know, I guess you can just see, I don't know, anyways, it looks wise, it feels good. I feel like a lot of the day though, I have been experiencing a lot of either drainage or very much of a stuffy nose, and I don't know, that could very well be because of the changing in the weather, or just part of the experience. But I do think that it probably is the changing of the weather. But with that being said, it's harder to deal with because of the surgery. I do still see that I have stitches in there. So dealing with all of that, it's harder. I can't blow that hard. Sorry. My dog wants to be in the video here. But it's harder to deal with it because I can't blow too hard and get it out, but I don't want to use a tissue to roll up and get anything out because I don't want to mess with the stitches at all. So anyways, it's been a little bit complicated, but it looks great and it's totally worth it. Going to bed, and I'm definitely getting tired of sitting up a little bit in my sleep or being propped up. And I know at this point I don't necessarily need to be, but even propped up, I notice even with my head tilted to the side a little bit, it'll then be swollen on that side. So that's just a little something that I'm getting antsy with that. But other than that, I had a great day. Okay, so again, I'm feeling great again. I feel like I say that every time, but I mean it. Mentally, this has been a great process for me since I've gotten the cast off. It was definitely hard while the cast was on, as you all can tell through the videos. But since I've gotten it off, it's just been great. And I don't know, you can see it right now, and it's definitely swollen today. I mean, it's swollen in different ways every day. It's part of the experience. So yes, today there was a little bit of something inside that I didn't know if it was irregular, so I ended up going in, and Dr. Mendelsohn helped me look at it and work and figure it out. And so that was nice, because I do have to say that the biggest thing since getting the cast off, and also like since surgery really, is just it's totally a mental thing. I just keep being like, oh my gosh, like, is this okay? Like, is this not okay? Is this normal? Is this supposed to be happening? Or like if I super gently while I'm washing my face, like bump it just like this, I'm always like, oh my gosh, I bumped my nose. Like, is that okay? So it's all just totally mental. But other than that, I feel great. I love it. And I can't wait for more people to see it. I have alumni weekend coming up, and it'll just be cool to fully be able to embrace it in front of people. All right, I just woke up, so there's definitely a lot of swelling like there usually is in the morning. But I was finally able to use some skincare on there because I wasn't doing it at first. And I got the approval to start doing that. And that was one of my biggest stressors, is I care so much about skincare. And so since getting the cast off, I've been super stressed because I didn't like the appearance of the skin on my nose. I like the shape, but skincare wasn't up to par. And I still have a ways to go with it. But last night was a good step in the right direction. And again, other than that, I love the shape, and I have nothing else to say about that other than I'm so happy. Something else that I quickly wanted to share is that going into this, I kind of felt like it was a little bit maybe superficial of me. I don't know maybe the word I want to use, but of me to want to get this done and change something about myself physically. But after doing it and feeling so great, I truly do feel like I identify more, or I feel more at home in my body, if that makes any sense at all. But I think that it's the best investment that I could have possibly made, and it's just made me feel so much more confident. And I think it's so important to invest in yourself and your confidence in your body, and I don't think that it's superficial at all. And I'm so happy that I did it, and I'm just as happy as can be. I am currently on my first road trip since getting my rhinoplasty, and it is definitely an interesting experience, I guess, at the rest stops and stuff. I am super stuffy right now, and it's starting to re-scab again inside. Dr. Mendelsohn helped clear that up the other day, but it's starting to come back, and it kind of blocks my breathing. So stopping and kind of trying to clear that out has made the stops a little bit longer. So that's definitely something to consider, I guess. I just got back from my first trip. As I said, my road trip on the way there. I flew back on the way back. And I had spoken with Dr. Mendelsohn. He said flying is fine, but just be careful with overhead things falling down and bumping or something like that. So I definitely was extra cautious going on the plane. I made sure to give extra space with the person in front of me when they were loading their bags. And I was careful when getting off when the people in front of me were taking their bags down. And I packed a little bit lighter than I usually would, so that it was easier for me to put my things up. But other than that, it was easy, and it was nice to get to show off my new nose a little bit. I just got back from my first big event weekend. I went to my alumni weekend, and so it was so fun to get to go and kind of just feel more confident again. I know I've said that in a lot of the videos, but feel a lot more confident, but also feel so myself and know that not everyone was pointing, being like, oh my gosh, look, like something's different, her nose is so different, but it just looks so naturally different, if that makes sense. I don't know, there's such a difference, but it looks natural, and so I didn't feel like I was the center of attention in any way. I just felt so great and so special. Now I am sick. I have a cold, so that's definitely harder to deal with, not being able to blow it out as much and get it out, so that part's tough. Other than that, all is great. Running into work right now, this is definitely a time I extra appreciate having had the surgery. Also, I guess I haven't really shown the side to side in the past few videos. I definitely think swelling, it's been changing over time, obviously, but swelling wise today, it's looking pretty good. After my third day in a row of working and standing up for over 6 hours straight, my nose is not that swollen, and so that's good. It's not any more swollen than it normally is, so that's awesome. I'm super excited right now. I'm currently looking at my bridesmaid's dress and rehearsal dinner dress for my sister's wedding, which is now in a little bit over a month, which is insane. And that's something that was a huge milestone that I was looking forward to, and a huge reason why I wanted to get my nose done when I was getting it done. I wanted it to be able to heal in time for the wedding, and I just already feel so great about how it looks now. And so just looking at my dresses, I'm so excited. Okay, the further it's been getting since I had my surgery, the more normal it feels, obviously, that this is now my new nose. And I just feel so at home with it and comfortable with it that, sorry, I was just getting a call, but I feel so normal and comfortable with it that I almost forget that this isn't the nose that I've always had. And I thought about it today because it's always like when I wear claw clips or something like this, I have to wear this specific company one at work. And so we were talking about claw clips, and then I thought about the fact that, like, oh my gosh, I used to think about wearing them more because of my nose, like all that stuff. And then I thought about I haven't had to hesitate recently. I haven't didn't I don't know, like I don't know how to really describe it, but I just realized that it's so normal for me now to have this nose, and I'm so fortunate that this is my new normal. And I don't know, I feel so fortunate, and I can't thank Dr. Mendelsohn and his team enough, and my parents enough for helping this happen. And I'm just so happy I chose to invest in myself. That's something that I've never really done before. And I don't know, it just really hit me today more than ever that like, I forget I even had it before, because that's how comfortable and happy I feel with the nose that I have now. And it's not even 2 months after my surgery. So it really is not long after at all. So I'm very lucky. This is over a month and a half out. And today I actually noticed tenderness on my nose for the first time in a long time. And it is pretty swollen today, maybe more so than normally. But a lot of people obviously get oily right here a lot. So I just kind of was going just to dab that today. I noticed that just kind of pulling the skin was even sensitive. And down here was sensitive, which usually isn't. And then just like washing my face right there is a little bit sensitive. So I'm not totally sure what that is about, but there definitely are just random times where things do start to hurt or become sensitive. Or I woke up yesterday and my nose was bleeding. And so there are little things like that. And I think that's, I'm learning to not panic each time, because in the beginning of these videos, as you can tell, I panicked every time. And I think that that was the biggest problem. So definitely kind of relaxing has made it less stressful for me, but it is interesting to see how even all this time later, there are things that still come up that are new or unexpected.